He who thinks he leads but has no followers is taking a walk. So welcome back, LinPRinPers, and if you're here for the first time, thank you for clicking. Come on in, sit down, put your feet up and relax. I'm a Nigerian lifestyle vlogger who loves living a peaceful life, and I love talking about peaceful living in this chaotic and dramatic world, through Lara's eyes. If you're all about living a peaceful life as well, then this channel is for you. Join us now by clicking the red subscribe button on your phone, and if you're on your laptop, you can hover over the hearts in the right lower corner and click the subscribe button. So under the umbrella of peaceful living, I've talked about topics relating to our physical beings, our spiritual beings, and today I'll be diving into the many ways we can live a peaceful life professionally. So let's get on with it. Our lives start with our parents and boom, we're born, we grow up fast, and then before you know it, we join the working class, the workforce. Before the work we do for ourselves or the work we do for others, and then we blink again if we are not dead yet, and it's retirement time. A chunk of our lives are spent out of our home, especially those of us who have decided to work for others, who have not had the fortune of starting their own businesses, and I can personally say that most of the problems we might be dealing with today will most likely happen here in the professional arena. What I've realized is that if one is not confident in oneself in the first place, that can seep into the relationships we have with our co-workers, our bosses, and that can ultimately affect our work and our shots at promotions or, moving forward professionally. And in general, to fully understand this episode, we need some background information on the components of a professional workplace. So first of all, you need a business. You need a boss, and then the staff comes in. What makes this all work? You might be asking. Positive partnerships and collaborations. So of course, as I was preparing this episode, I decided to focus on the staff's point of view because, we have more staff than leaders. And for a peaceful living to occur professionally, we have to understand who our staffs are or, who our staff is, whichever one floats your boat. I'm not an English professor. Please, for this to be interactive, I would like you to pick which type of staff you are. And if you are a boss, please pick what type of staff you would like to have in your establishment or business. In this day and age where everyone has an opinion about anything that happens anywhere, it is fair to say maybe through this episode we can understand the people we work with more and develop better relationships with them, because we will be with them for a while, for a long time. I was hooked by this proverb Miss Hyacinth said on her blog. I'll link it in the description box below if you want to check it out. He who thinks he leads but has no followers is taking a walk. She added that there were 7 types of followers that I thought were very interesting to know in the job place, namely, now forgive me, I don't know how to pronounce this one, sycophants, critics, realists, loyalists, traders, spectators, and opportunists. As I have understood this, guys, is that the sycophants are the yes people. Whatever the leaders say goes, no objections. They don't say no maybes, no counter arguments, no hesitations, just yes. These are the type of people that if the boss says jump, they'll say how high. And then we have the critics. They are the oppositors. They criticize everything. And remember, I've talked about how sometimes the people in positions of power see things differently than the average follower. The follower in this instance also sees what the leader might not see. And critics can use this information to delay or hinder or obstruct a decision-making process. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing it this way? This is always their questions. Their statements start with the what's, why's, who's, and how's of the situations they encounter. The next group of people are the realists. As described by Miss Hyacinth, they are the ones that are real with the leader. They say it as it is. They provide support for the leader. I would like to say that they are the LinPRinPers of the company. They see all sides of the story They don't make decisions only on one side of the story. These are my kind of people. The loyalists then come in. They are another set of people that back up and support the dream of the company or of the leaders, depending on what type of job you're doing. They support whatever will make or get the job done. This next set of people are the traitors. As Miss Hyacinth wrote in her blog, these people are hard to spot until it's too late. I want to personally say that these people might have started out as one of the realists, or maybe they were once loyalists and then they got influenced and were converted to the dark side for one reason or the other. The sixth set of followers are those that are, spectators. They come and they go. Not much of contribution is added to whatever is going on. They just work to get their paycheck and they're gone. They try not to get involved. I'll say they hide so that people don't call on them for anything. The last set of followers are the opportunists. They take advantage of situations to suit themselves. They can be bought. They can be swayed to do and undo in an organization. So now that we have an understanding of the type of followers there are in an organization, professionally, obviously there are more, but I decided to use this as a guide for this video. Which type of follower are you, depending on the situation you are in, depending on the type of job you're working on, depending on the type of job that you have, depending on the project you are assisting or working on, depending on the type of boss you have, depending on your co-workers, and so much more of what's going on in your life. I think it's safe to say we should strive to be part of the group that adds value and not part of the group that disrupts or attacks the hard work of others, right? As LinPRiNPers. This is what living a peaceful life professionally means to me. I realize that whenever I'm talking to you guys about a topic I have found to be interesting, I learn a lot from my research, and what I've learned from this one is that I tend to lean to be in a loyalist group. I don't like to be the leader necessarily, but if you're the leader, I will assist you to the best of my ability in making the project doable and to a success without the title. I hate titles. That's for me. The title, I feel, sometimes clouds our judgment, and that prevents us from doing our job fully at times. But when the spotlight is not on you, you tend to do more. Look at big projects, for instance. The people in the background tend to be the hard workers, and they work together in teams to make sure the whole project looks good. We rarely see the makeup artist at weddings, the baker of the cake, the decorators, the cook, the fashion designers, but all have worked together equally in some way to make that occasion a successful one. If any one of them messes up, right, you know that the event might be closer to flopping, right? On some occasions, especially at work, I've realized that I'm a spectator because I work in a big organization, and it is especially difficult to focus on one specific person or staff at a time. And I have worked in a smaller organization also where I didn't really like the attention at all. This can happen when I've given my idea and when it is not followed, or maybe it wasn't appreciated. Then I'll just mind my business. I'll still participate, but as a spectator. And on some occasions, I've realized that I'm a realist. I'll tell you what's going on, if this idea can work or if this idea can't work. And then, the decision obviously will be to you to make. Rarely am I an opportunist or a trader. I might be a critic once in a while. We are all human. In the spiritual sense, what type of followers are we? Who are we following? Are we critics of the word, of God's word? Are we traitors or are we opportunists? If I ask what type of followers will you like in your organization now, I'm sure you will say loyalists and realists. But in the real world, variety, they say, is the spice of life. We need all kinds of people and their ideas. And then with our experiences and with the wisdom God has given us, we'll be able to make the right choice and build meaningful relationships with others while crushing our goals and our dreams and our businesses, while we're making them thrive. What type of follower are you today? Let's chat in the comment section. That's all I want to say, you guys, in this LinPRiNP episode. Thank you very much for watching. Ask questions if you have any. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. You can like this video by giving it a thumbs up, so that YouTube can push it to others. Let's continue to love our neighbors as ourselves. And remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. You see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You see me in my next one. Stay tuned. Bye.